Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot, Your Love Story, and this is for February 2019, and this is for you coming from Taurus. So the first card that I pull for you, before that I'm going to give you my email address, which is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO9, the number 9, at gmail.com, andyhoro9 at gmail.com. Now this card that I've pulled will do for your first 15 days in February, and I'm going to talk to you about your romance area. Alright, it's a card that says your romance is going to be attracting a lot of difficulties in the first 15 days of February. And whatever you try to do, it says the opposition will come. And so I'm talking to you about your romance area right now. If you find a new romance, this card says it'll come from a very complicated, disturbed person who is having a very bad time in life. So do you want to inherit somebody like that? Think about it. And if I use this card for an ongoing romance, I'll have to say that there's a lot of past issues coming up and some personal issues which are new also coming up. So it's a very disturbed first 15 days for you where your romance is concerned, whether new romance or old romance. If you want to keep it going well, try not to show your temper or be difficult. Now I'm going to pull a card to talk to you about your marriage for the first 15 days. Well, in a way it's a good card that some good news comes where finance is concerned. But in a way, this card also says that emotional issues are causing unexpected problems. So you coming from Taurus are going to have a difficult passage for the first 15 days of February where marriage is concerned. This card is a Venus card, and if Venus on its own would be good, but it's got Mars and Uranus on this card as well, and the zodiac sign of Cancer. So all that I see spells trouble. So tell yourself past issues, new issues, you have to tackle very, very gingerly, and don't take the aggressive approach. And if it's your marriage partner who's taking the aggressive approach, back off. Tell yourself it's only 15 days, let it pass, and then you can discuss this in a better way. Now I'm going to talk to you of the last 13 days of February, and I'll talk to you about your romance. Let's see what the card says. So the last 13 days, oh, this is a wonderful card. Now where your romance is concerned, if you find a new romance in the last 13 days, you're going to be the luckiest person ever. This person comes to you loaded with plenty of good opportunities and good luck. So there you are. How wonderful is that? Now I'm going to pull another card for your area of ongoing romance. And let's see what the card says. And this is another very good card. It says in everything that you attempt to do in the last 13 days where romance is concerned, that's ongoing romance, you are going to have stability and a long-term view and agreements of all kinds. And there is also a sharing, not only of love, but of material things, I suppose of money or things like that. So it's a wonderful, wonderful card. First 15 days, horrible. Second 15 days, last 13 days, wonderful for romance. Now let's see what your marriage is going to be in the last 13 days that this card says. And look at this. This is a card that favors you, saying that good luck in marriage is seen. Things are flowering, which means good news comes, and support you will get from your marriage partner as well. And there's a lot of growth in the sense we are talking of marriage, love, growth and support. So your last 13 days are going to be very lucky for you. Now I'm going to speak to you about your lucky ages. Your lucky ages. For you coming from Taurus for the whole month of February. And this is an excellent card too. It says, which is for you in Taurus, so your lucky ages. Well, if you happen to be the ages of 15 or 24 or 33 or 42 or 51 or 60 or 69 or 78, you're going to be one very lucky person, whether in the areas of romance or marriage or anything to do with concern with your love story. If you're not of these ages, well, you'll have to have a 90-minute session with me, and that will be based on your full date of birth and time of birth and your palms. And I will talk to you about your next 7 or 8 years. I'll talk to you more about this later. Now let me talk to you about your lucky colors. So that's what the card says about your lucky colors for the whole month of February. Well, it's the card of Jupiter. So I'm going to say, and many other planets here, but I'm going to say that the color turquoise is something if you wear for the month of February, you're going to become a very lucky person where love and romance is concerned. So wear plenty of turquoise, undergarments, top garments, and you will see the element of good luck comes beautifully for you. Now about your lucky direction for you coming from Taurus. Lucky direction because there are 9 planets which have circled around Earth. And so when we look left, we look right, we look north, we look south, we are going to be facing a planet or another. And what is the direction you should face to get to be inspired, basically, where love and romance is concerned? And looking at this card, I would favor southeast. So face southeast as much as you can, and you will become very inspired where romance and love is concerned, and just about do the right thing in marriage as well. So that's that. Now I'm going to talk to you about a zodiac sign trouble. Now where would this troublemaker come from in the area of love story for you? And let's see what the card says. Well, there are 2 options here. I'm going to say that somebody from Gemini is going to bring many upsets into your life in the month of February. Whether in the area of romance, whether it's a new romance, old romance, ongoing romance, or whether it's in your marriage, be careful that somebody from Gemini could produce plenty of trouble. So also don't share your secrets with anybody in Gemini where your love story is concerned. Now about who you can form an attachment to. Let's see who has an eye on you or who you might have eyes on. And it's very clear, it's only one zodiac sign here, and it's a sign of Aquarius. So somebody from Aquarius has eyes for you, or are you having eyes for somebody from Aquarius? And there will be a nice, interesting period of February, an exciting period with somebody from Aquarius. And if your marriage partner happens to be Aquarius, or your romance partner happens to be Aquarius, you should get a very much happier circumstance then. So keep in mind that. All right. Now I want to talk to you about a 90-minute session I have, which costs USD 50, and in this 90 minutes I'll talk to you about your next 7, 8 or 9 years, and this will be based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. And I'll give you a lot of information about your personal lucky lottery numbers, your job, your finances, your business areas, your health areas as well. I'll give you your lucky days and your lucky colors and your lucky gemstones and your lucky directions, a lot of information so that you'll get your next 7, 8 or 9 years perfectly right under your control. Well, I've given you my email address, andyhoro9, ANDIHORO9, the number 9, andyhoro9@gmail.com. So drop me a line and we'll try and get a date as soon as possible. It will cost you USD 50. Thank you. Goodbye.